Carlos King and production knew about this no contact order. And I do think that SoGucci should have been given the courtesy of being informed.
I think the only disconnect for me is she didn't do it because she genuinely felt threatened. She did it to try to control production. And if you really don't think they weren't going to cast Selena in the first seasons, you got another thing coming. She makes fabulous television.
Production is put in this position to where the no contact order is violated.
So they're producing?
That is illegal. Well, it's not protecting your people.
Hey, it's a brotherhood. Woohoo!
I have never seen Selena initiate any issue or conflict with SoGucci. Watching the show, I see SoGucci poking with the sass and the shade.
Attempted shade.
Attempted shade? Okay. Victor says attempted shade.
There was holes in the umbrella. There were holes in the umbrella.
She needs some
And
help.
Selena reached a breaking point, and the event got physical.
Did press charges because I was upset. I did have to go have medical attention, and my guard's up now.
So why are your guards up?
I left there with a knot on my damn head.
But you charged them then, honey.
I'm not going back and forth.
Carlos King knew about the no contact order. And so Gucci talks about how she didn't feel protected because there's a no contact order. And she's learning that Selena is now officially a Belle, officially on the show. And with this no contact order in place, it violates the order.
I turned in this no contact to the producers and my superior so they knew what the contact order was. And let's just keep it real. Selena got the same copy. She knew exactly that she couldn't be so many feet from me as well.
Do you think that Carlos King should have informed SoGucci that Selena was officially going to be a Belle?
This is a historic moment in Bro Chat history. That's going to happen once, probably, in the entirety of the Bro Chat history. This is groundbreaking. The dramatic music, cue the drums. For once in my life, ever, one time, I agree with Carlos King. I'm going to give it to this. I hate to say it. It sounds alien coming out of my mouth, but I agree with Carlos King. Ugh. So Gucci literally said in an interview, the no contact order was just to keep Selena outside of the show. And it's like she's already admitted that. And I think what she's trying to do is manipulative. She's trying to paint her as this bad character. And how can you feel unsafe over someone that you initiate all the issues with?
You can't really say, oh, I wasn't protected when Carlos isn't holding a gun to your head. You do have that option to leave because before the show, you were your own name, right?
Listen, and in an interview with Millie Chan, SoGucci said that part of the reason for the no contact order, filing charges against Selena, part of the reason of the no contact order, because she didn't want Selena on the show.
Did you press charges to keep Selena off of the show?
You know what? I'm gonna keep it real with you. That was one of my motives because at that point, if a word like extra triggers her, and it caused her to do that to me, come on now. I mean, if you got to learn how to fight with your words.
You could tell that there was a sense of jealousy because Selena already had the fame. She was very successful on Bring It. She was one of the main cast members. She had Sanjay first. Then when Star and Sky became on the team, she transferred over and she was on it for a very long time. She had that whole health scare on Bring It where they all band together and made food for her and started raising money for her. So she was already very successful in that lane. And if you really don't think they weren't going to cast Selena in the first seasons, you got another thing coming. She makes fabulous television. She's so funny. She gives you the looks that she thinks she's looking, and sometimes you're like, girl, Selena.
But I think she came in naive.
Yeah.
So Gucci came in very naive. She had I don't think she ever thought in a million years that maybe it came in her head that they might bring her on there, but in SoGucci, Shantae, Sophia, Sofu, whatever her name is, during the time, I think she thought, okay, she's had Bring It. This is my time to shine.
Yeah,
When they draw
she
down,
tried to give an ultimatum. She tried to give an ultimatum and it didn't work. Team Selena, everybody is on Selena's side. We're going not only are we on Selena's side, we just want to see it play out.
And it's weird today because if you watch Bro Chat in the past, this is a different kind of day. Because I actually disagree with Carlos King.
2025.
Yeah, I disagree with. We switched places, Victor. Because the thing about it is, Carlos King and production knew about this no contact order, and I do think that SoGucci should have been given the courtesy of being informed because the situation is legal. It's a legal situation now. So I think that Carlos King should have given her that heads up and that option and that courtesy, but she wasn't given that. Instead, she's being forced to accelerate her healing or accelerate her process
can
with how
leave.
she's feeling with how she's feeling about the situation. Yes, she is. She's being forced to accelerate. Well, let me finish. Let me finish what I'm. Let me finish what I'm.
to be there
Let
with
me
the gun to
finish.
her head.
Let me finish what I'm saying. SoGucci is in charge of when she decides that she's going to have that conversation with Selena. It shouldn't be forced on her by production.
She's on a reality show. I thought you say all the
That is
time.
the point of the reality show.
Show the
But that is kind of the
reality.
point of the
Carlos
reality
King is
show.
all about showing the reality. I don't think there's going to be an exception on this. And if so, Gucci's not being forced to do anything. She can leave. She can quit the show. She can go. Like no one is forcing her to be anywhere.
Can I say something?
Well, let Damien.
Of all, this has just been boggling my mind. This doesn't really. You have these beautiful women like Selena and SoGucci, and they go after.
Say it out loud. Say it out loud.
I mean, he looked like a frog with twists. I don't get it. God darn it! It's always God darn it. God darn it! I'm like, y'all are really arguing over this man, and he's trying to put a wedge in between you two. But shockingly, Mitch, I'm actually with you on that. I think when it comes from a legality standpoint, why didn't nobody say, okay, there's a no contact order in place. Let's set SoGucci down and let's tell her, hey, look, Selena's coming on the show. You can stay if you want, or you can hit the road. But we're gonna roll with her.
Yeah, I
Mitch
can agree
and
with that.
Damien have left the kingdom.
Eric, that's what I
don't know
said.
what's going on.
Huh?
Mitch and Damien have left the
He
kingdom.
said that's what he said. Mitch just said that's what he said.
No, but Damien
Yeah, I didn't
too.
say I didn't agree with it.
Damien too. I'm surprised.
I don't think that she should not be. I think that she should be allowed on the show. But I mean, giving her a heads up. Why not? Like, it's not that big of a deal for me. But I don't think she's being forced. Because she's still at the end. The first interaction she had with her, she could have cut it off. It would have been great TV. She would have stormed off. Mike would have flew. We saw it with Kim when Kim was wing and toe running out. What's his name? Her wing and toe a foot.
If there was a no contact order, okay, yeah, all bets are off. But since that was there, I would have been more careful.
The contact order was violated. The contact order was violated, and SoGucci was not given the option to say, I'm going to not participate in this season with the information that Selena was going to be a part of this cast. Once the no contact order was up, she would have been open to talking with Selena after what the judge ruled of 1 year. After that 1 year, she said she would have been open. That 1 year, production is not, it's not production's role to accelerate the year and say you're going to interact with Selena sooner than the year.
It kind of is,
that's
though.
The issue.
Yeah,
whether it's
an ambush
good or not.
It's an ambush.
Whether it's good or not. Whether it's good or not, it's still what happens in reality TV, Mama. Oh my God, girl. It happens on every show we watch. It happens on every show we watch. Let's go back to Teresa, Judice, and Melissa.
Don't get us started on that one.
But what happened with Teresa? Melissa showed up. All of a sudden, she's with her family. They're knucking and bucking and a christening. And a child's christening. Yeah. They flipping on the tables.
Well, back to OWN TV. Selena and SoGucci were not informed. They were not informed, and it was ambush. They should have been told that there's no contact order in place, and you both are going to be in position to where the no contact order will be violated. So I want you both to be aware of this and make your decisions, whatever you choose. They should have been given that courtesy, and they weren't. And I think that's the issue. You got to protect your people. And I don't think that happened during.
He doesn't do that.
Well,
But he
in
didn't
this
do that
instance, I
for
don't think
Destiny.
On this
He didn't do it for
panel
Destiny.
and
He didn't do it for
support him not
Destiny.
doing that. Every
He didn't do it
week.
for Destiny. He didn't do it for
Yeah.
Destiny.
And you
With
He brought
what?
that girl, like tell
the
Destiny
producer
that he
girl.
was gonna
I
bring the
think
producer girl.
Destiny's different. Destiny's
You
different.
supported Sunny being brought up.
How is that different? She was still a
It's
cast
completely
member.
different. It's completely different to me. Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason why I think Destiny's different is because the situation with SoGucci and Selena is legal. That's the only reason why I think that Selena and SoGucci need the heads up, because it's a legal situation.
But the reason, I think the only disconnect for me is because I get what you're saying, and I don't disagree that they should at least told her. I think the disconnect was she didn't do it because she genuinely felt threatened. She did it to try to control production. And when you're trying to control production, you're snapped. Look at Monica from Salt Lake City. As soon as you try to control production, you're done.
Regardless of the intention behind SoGucci's contact order, it's there. It's there. Regardless of the intention. So I think it should have been respected, and it was not. And I think that's an issue.
But I think when you try, and we've had this conversation before, but when you try to give production an ultimatum, then I don't think they're always going to take it. And you've said that you don't agree with ultimatums before. So I think that's what it was. She was on the show, and SoGucci has the opportunity to leave wherever she wants to. But you've said about Carlos King, he's always going to follow what provides the best reality TV. And it doesn't really discriminate. So it's not inconsistent.
Well, I think you're fair about the ultimatum, but then also production had the option to say we're not going to continue with SoGucci because of this no contact order was in place. So that was an option as well for them to move forward without her.
That's
but
fair.
instead,
That's fair.
Instead, they bring Selena on, which I am actually happy about because I love Selena. But they bring Selena on, and Selena
For ratings.
Yeah, Selena and SoGucci both have access to this no contact order. They both have access to it. So they both are aware of it. And they have no intention on violating the no contact order. But production is putting them in this position to where the no contact order is violated.
So they're producing?
That is illegal. Well, it's not protecting your people.
I agree.
It's not protecting your people. And I don't think that that's okay.
Admitted that the no contact order was not because she was threatened. It was because she was trying to keep Selena off the show. She's admitted that.
Yeah,
but Mitch, if they have that, Mitch, on video, I don't know where this was, video, audio, what, if they have that of Sophia, Shantae, SoGucci, whatever her name is, saying that, does that
the roll call sends me.
Does that overturn it? Or not really overturn it, but can there be like a credence in the court to where it's like, hey, this was obviously
that's probably where legal allowed them to do it. Exactly. That's probably where legal allowed them to do it. Because I bet
exactly. And you're right, Eric. There's a whole legal department.
Was probably like, we can fight this because she's on camera saying that she doesn't feel actually physically threatened.
Is that a possibility?
I could see it being a possibility, and why they would go through, because I don't think the production company would be stupid enough to violate a protective order if there were some grounds that they would get in trouble.
So if she's saying that she doesn't need it, and it was just to keep Selena away from the show, and she's saying that on camera, then that kind of disregards the whole court case.
And she threw the first punch.
I know, but the thing about the no contact order is, I forgot my point.
It's there. That's what you're trying to say. It's there.
Yeah,
like you're basically trying to say the no contact order is there. Like if it's there, it's there. Like if it's clear black and white to say you can't contact within a year, then you're saying then no contact within a year. And they're going over it. So pretty much I think that we're all just agreeing to disagree. You know what I mean? Because
I think so.
At the same time, like, yeah, I understand that this is a reality show and the reality does have to show. Like I said, Carlos King is going to follow that yellow brick road. Why would I sit here and miss an opportunity when we can really follow this story before it gets dry and no one wants to watch it? Like, I think that he sees green all over. Like they said, it's a legal department. Maybe they went over everything and they said, oh, look what she's doing. She actually said this on camera. So let's go ahead and let's try to bring her in and see if she's willing to have that conversation now before the year is up.
That's what we do on Bro Chat. We see it differently. We come back together and we keep talking. Everyone looking in, let us know down below your point of view on Selena and SoGucci, this no contact order. We'll see you again next time. Don't forget your respective matters.
it.